morning, ladies and gents. This is our week 6 now, and we are still exploring acid and bases. Okay. Now, last week we first of all learned it was basically an introduction to acid and base, how to identify them, simple properties of acid and base. And at the last lesson, we had a look at our first reaction between metals and acid. This week we're going to look at two more reactions, two types of reactions, and both of them are called neutralization. Okay? Now, what does neutralization mean when it comes to acid and base? I think some of you will guess correctly. Okay, basically acid and base are kind of like opposites, like north and south. Okay, positive and negative, right? When they meet together, there's some kind of chemical reaction that neutralizes their reaction. Okay. Some people, a lot of people in fact, suffer from indigestion. They've got some kind of a burning sensation after they eat. And they take these little pills. Okay? What is this about? Okay, so inside our stomach there is very strong acid. Okay? If you remember, we spoke about pH level. pH, the acid in our stomach, if I'm not mistaken, is about 2 or 3. pH 2 or 3 is very, very, very strong. And it's there to break down all the goods from the food. But if we eat not very good food, okay, then we develop too much acid, okay, and sometimes some of that acid comes out of the stomach, okay, and we get this sensation, this burning sensation here. And if we don't do anything about it, and it can be actually quite serious, if we suffer from indigestion, burning for years, and we do nothing, that can cause real damage where that acid goes up, because the acid must stay in the stomach. Okay? Alright, so what are these pills that we take for them? Well, these pills are base. Okay? They're a type of a base that's supposed to, or alkali, we call it sometimes a base and sometimes alkali. There is a difference, but we're not going to get into that. But these base basically neutralize the acid, cancel it out, so it takes away that burning feeling. So our first reaction is going to be between, hang on, I didn't put the acid, just wait for me here. Okay, so our first reaction is going to be between hydrochloric acid, okay, and magnesium oxide. Okay, so we're reacting between an acid and a metal oxide. And it works exactly the same if we were using a metal hydroxide. So metal oxide, in this case I think it was magnesium oxide, is MgO. Magnesium hydroxide or metal hydroxide is, instead of MgO, it's MgOH. But it works, we will get the same or very similar result. First of all, just to show you there is acid, I'm putting a couple drops of universal indicator, and you can see you get a nice lovely red. Okay? Now, I'm going to add now a little bit of magnesium oxide. So the first thing you see there, it's kind of cloudy because magnesium oxide, it doesn't dissolve in water as well. Okay, so it's a bit cloudy, but that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, what I'm also looking for is that I'm losing slowly the redness. Okay, you can see it's more yellow now. So the pH increased. It's becoming weaker and weaker acid. And if I get it just right, I will get it to be exactly neutral. If I go too much, it will start going base, and then it will be a bit more blue. Here we go. So you can see now it's green. So now it's completely neutralized. Completely neutralized. I cancelled out the I cancelled out the acid, and now it's a neutral solution. If I add any more, it will be a little bit more blue. Okay? Okay, and you can definitely see there is more blue now. Here we go, adding a little bit more universal indicator. Now it's a weak base. Okay? Neutralization reaction. Let's go onto the board and see what we get there. I'll just probably start a new video, so it won't be too long.